Welcome to Don't Starve. I'm Kit, and this series will probably be a cross between the Survive and Thrive tutorial and a Let's Play, as I'll be playing through it, trying to teach you the basic pointers of how to survive. Now, unless, of course, everything goes wrong and I die miserably, then I'll be teaching you what not to do. Things happen. Now, as we begin, our basic need for the first day is to collect enough resources to survive the first night. Now, if you guys are familiar with Minecraft and surviving the nights there, you'll know that the bad things come out and try to kill you at night, and it's easy to run away from them and survive and avoid them. Here in Don't Starve, it's not quite that simple, because unless you have a fire or some type of portable lighting device with you, the darkness will kill you. There's no running around in it, there's no doing anything in it. You either have a light source or fire or die. The Grues will kill you. Now this is a touchstone. It is basically a res point. If you don't have a touchstone or some other res type ability available, death on this game is permanent death. There's, you don't come back and get to go do a corpse run for your inventory. You lose your world, your items, your research. You lose everything. Your world is just straight up deleted. So it's nice to have the res points, and we'll cover, there's a couple other types of abilities to keep yourself from the permadeath that we'll discuss later. This is a piece of Maxwell's machine. We'll discuss that more in a later episode, as we're just now trying to get a basic understanding of surviving our first couple of days here, and we'll worry about jumping worlds and Maxwell machines and stuff like that in later episodes. Now, if you notice, I am walking past quite a few wild carrots here on the ground. I prefer not to pick them the first couple of days when there is normally I'm not that hungry. You can survive about a day and a half on a full stomach. I am not that hungry. There is normally an ample supply of berries around your spawn-in area. I leave the carrots for emergencies, because you will find yourself running through these areas again, either midwinter or something went wrong or whatever, when a carrot could be the difference between life and death. And since wild carrots are non-renewable resources, I don't normally touch them unless I have to. Now let's get a tree here. Like I said, the importance is surviving the first night. The biggest resources to survival here are sticks, grass, logs, and flint. Sticks and flint make your tools. Logs and grass make your fire. And like I said, you need fire in this game to survive the night. You can make torches, which are great in a pinch if you don't have the supplies to make a full-blown campfire, but a torch will not last an entire night, and the circle or the effect of light from a torch is very, very small, so it's effective for finding your way to a particular place. It is not necessarily effective for exploring an area, as your view is very limited while using a torch. I normally use the evenings next to my fire to get either cooking done, work on my hunger. If I need resources in that particular area, like right now we could collect some more logs here, so I would put my campfire here close, but not too close to the tree. If you put it too close to the tree, it will start the tree on fire. A regular campfire is not a safe light source, so if you put it too close, it can start the trees and everything around it on fire. As long as the circle of light reaches what you want to do, you're safe. The crews won't get you from there. But normally, as you see, I set up my light source and then near where I need to work, so that I can work through the night. There is also a way to sleep through the night once we get a camp set up in a science machine. I'll show you that, but for right now we don't have that option, so we are just going to take care of some basic needs here during the night. Now, if you notice, I am cooking my berries and I am cooking my seeds. Raw seeds and raw berries restore 5 hunger. Cooked berries and cooked seeds restore 5 hunger and 1 health each. So it's beneficial, if you can, to always cook your food before you eat it. Raw meat will affect your sanity, make your sanity drop. So as far as meat is concerned, it's always best to cook your meat before you eat it. The other things, if you need the health, that's great. If you don't need the health, it's not a priority to cook it. You don't have to throw out a separate campfire to cook some berries if you don't need the health associated with having them cooked. Also, if you just need the inventory space, you can eat them raw. You still get the same hunger value for both cooked and raw with those. Now, I like to the first couple of days, when there's not that much you have to worry about, your sanity doesn't drop by much the first couple of days. Your spider nests are normally all at level 1 spider nests. There's not a whole lot to worry about. Ooh, another piece, except this one comes with a spear. I'll take it. I'm armed now. There's not a lot to worry about the first couple of days. I like to go through and try to kind of map out the outside areas of my map and search for a general location where to put my first base. As you can see, it branches off up this way, it branches off down that way. Again, down that way there's some land over here. You can see a little sliver of it there. Where we spawned in here may be the most centrally located spot. It's also near this touchstone, which would be convenient when we res on our touchstone. So I think I'm going to go search for some stone. These are roads. These are pathways. The darker ones here are considered pathways. The cobblestone ones are obviously cobblestone roads. You walk faster on roadways. So, oh, another touchstone. We'll take advantage of as many of these as we can. But you walk faster on the roads, so if you're trying to get from point A to point B as fast as possible, it's always best to use a road. We're not, however, looking for a road. We're looking for some stones so we can build a science machine. We need to build a science machine in our camp so we can, well, we picked up a spear, but we need to be able to research some, just for the sake of argument, we need to be able to research some armor, and that spear, because we have not researched yet, once it's gone, it'll be gone until we can research it. Now, I mark wormholes, because this wormhole is basically a fast transportation to somewhere else on the map. I am very bad at remembering which wormholes go where, so what I like to do is I like to take a trap, because traps show up on the map. If you look, that trap shows up on the map, and I will mark this one to the north of the wormhole. You jump in the wormhole, and then you go to the north of this wormhole, and you put down another trap. Now, I use either traps or signs. Signs I can't at the moment use because I don't have a science machine. But I use either traps or signs because they show up on the map, and they are the lowest amount of resources needed. So that wormhole goes just over to here. So basically, we just wormholed across the field. Not the best wormhole in the world, let me tell you. Because, well, you know, we could have gone somewhere further than across the field. That would have been nice. But we are going to look for rocks. We're going to put probably our camp right in between the two. So it'll make those wormholes kind of useless. But at least we know where they go now. Oh, look, some rocks. Now, if you notice the different colors of rocks, these rocks here, when broken down, they only give out flint rocks and this niter, which is used to make gunpowder, which currently in the game, other than blowing up stuff you can beat down with a hammer, doesn't have a whole lot of use. The rocks with the gold veins in them have supposedly a 70% chance of dropping gold. I find 1 to 2 pieces of gold in every one I chop down. So either I have a really good luck with that 70%, or the percentage is higher than 70%. Maybe it's a 70% chance to get 2. Because, well, you've just seen I've gotten 1 out of every one I've knocked down so far. So, no, we don't quite have enough to set up our little camp yet. Not enough rocks. We're going to skip this niter because it's just going to take up space. And holding down the space bar is great for chaining, like picking things up and stuff like that. But sometimes, like here where I'm trying to skip things, it's just easier and more efficient to single click on the stuff you want to pick up. Oh, look at what we got here. This is a boon. This is, we don't want to use that. It's basically free loot. It was the guy who was here before you died and left you all his stuff. And look, another one. Boy, they like me. I've got a fire dart. Fire darts are fun. I'll show you what we can do with a fire dart. Okay, let's Let's equip the fire dart. It automatically starts my fire. Ah, damn, he would have dropped a feather. The feathers turn to ashes because they're burned. Had he dropped meat, it would have given us cooked meat, which is fun. Already pre-cooked. If you hit them with a fire dart or a fire staff, it comes out with already pre-cooked meat. So we're going to, let's see, cook up our stuff here, get our hunger in check. We're going to be starting on day 3, so we're going to be a little more concerned with our sanity, so we're going to start picking the occasional flower as we see them. We are going to hit right about, there's quite a few berry bushes up in there and down here, so we're going to hit right about here to put our camp and start working on researching stuff and collecting stuff for the winter time. In survival mode, winter time comes around day 20, I believe, and lasts for approximately 15 days-ish. And in the wintertime, everything either stops growing, stops working, or grows slower. So surviving, and well, you have to worry about a new function besides just these 3. You have to worry about freezing, which we'll cover when we get to winter. But so the mechanics of winter make it harder to survive. So we're going to make sure we get plenty prepared for winter. Okay, there's that. Where did I say? Let's find the, we'll pick up some of these flowers. I think we said right around these berry bushes. We don't want to be too close to them. Okay, we're going to put our science machine right here, I think. Okay, now that we have our science machine, as you can see, it's unlocked a whole bunch of different things we can do. We are going to prototype and make a shovel. And then we're going to come through and we're going to clean up this area here just a little bit. Because, you know, we like a nice, neat base camp here. And you could terraform this and move everything around however you want. Just be advised that the sticks you can move around without penalty. The grass and the berry bushes, if you dig them up and move them, you need to fertilize them for them to grow again. And the berry bushes will, once you dig them up, they will deplete with every use for them. So we are going to work on our survival here. We're going to make a backpack. Backpack gives us 8 extra slots here. If you click on your backpack, you're supposed to... Okay, yeah. Right-clicking on it closes it and opens it back up. Now we are going to refine some ropes here. We're going to refine 2 and make ourselves a log suit, so we'll have some armor for the next spider that comes by and bugs us. We've got, what else do we need to research here? We've got, well, we don't need a trap. We don't have really much more supplies. 4 boards. Well, to make an alchemy engine, we will need some more boards, but we are going to leave it here for this episode and pick it up next time, and we'll collect some boards and some more rocks and some more resources, and we will make an alchemy machine and start making our camp a cozy little home, if you want to call it that. You all have a great day, and I'll see you later.